Mr. Fluffy Pants here. Today, guys, I got another movie review, and I saw It Chapter 2 today. I saw it a little bit ago. I kind of got busy, but I did see it today, and I did watch the It Chapter 1 this morning before I went to go see it, so, you know, I kind of watched them back to back, so it might give me a little bit of a different perspective on it, but this review is a little bit different because one of my first movie reviews, if not the first movie I did on this channel, was it whenever the first one first came out 2 years ago. That also makes it like the 2-year anniversary of my channel pretty much, which it's coming up soon. I think it's like in 2 weeks is the 2-year anniversary after my first video, but or at least for this channel. But first part will be non-spoilers, and then I'll go into spoilers. I'll let you guys know whenever all that happens. But It Chapter 2, you know, highly anticipated for the year, and you know, some people said it was disappointing, some of the early reviews. Some people said, you know, it's good for what it is, but you know, I actually did really like it. I really did. It's not as good as the first one. I still think It Chapter 1 is better, but you know, this is a good follow-up part. And you know, since I did watch the first one before seeing the second one like within an hour, you know, some of the stuff in It Chapter 2 can kind of get repetitive, especially if you saw the first one right before it, like some of the flashbacks and stuff, because you know, there are flashbacks in this movie, but it's mostly adults. But I mean, then again, this movie is 2 hours and 50 minutes, and I heard some people complain about, you know, it really did feel like a long movie, but to me, I was like, no, that felt like a really quick movie, fast-paced movie, and some people were talking about how some parts are boring, and I'm like, I really, didn't get bored at all during this movie, really. I mean, I just really did, you know, really like this movie. Like I said, not as good as the first one by far, but you know, it's still got its good moments in it, and you know, the good definitely outweighs the bad in this movie, you know, per se, but you know, Bill Skarsgård is amazing as Pennywise again. There's some really cool standout scenes. We'll get into some of those later, but, you know, but, I mean, Bill Skarsgård, he's always amazing. And then, you know, you got the Adult Losers Club. Love James McAvoy as Bill, and Bill Hader as Richie. I really love those two. And even the actor that played Eddie did pretty good. And really all the adults really, you know, well, I was about to say something spoilery, but we're going to get into that later. But even Mike, but I want to say Mike, I mean, this is not really a spoiler, but he's kind of crazy in this movie, to be honest. Like, he's like coming off pretty crazy, but I mean, I don't know, we'll get into some of that later. But you know, this movie is just really well off, and the third act was really awesome, and you know, I thought it, you know, lived up to, you know, the ending of the It saga or whatever. I really did like the whole final battle confrontation kind of thing. You know, even some of the new monsters they have in this movie, I won't really say any of those here, but those are really cool. But that's really it for, you know, the non-spoiler section. There's not, you know, too much to talk about, but, you know, it does have some decent scares. Not as scary as the original one, because the original one had, like, all the time, like, those little kids singing. I don't know, but I mean, you know, this one definitely has some good scares in it. Some people were saying it's not as scary as the first one, which I would probably agree. But I mean, it does definitely have some good scares in it. So I'll probably give It Chapter 2 about a 6.8 out of 10. No, I'm going to change it to a 7 out of 10. It's not my favorite, but I mean, it gets the purpose done. So I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10, but now we're going to be transferring over into some spoilers, so if you guys haven't seen it yet, you know, don't watch, because, you know, there is some decent stuff in here that, you know, you don't really want spoiled for you. But, first of all, you know, Eddie dies in it at the very end, which, you know, is really sad, because, you know, at first I didn't really like him, but, I mean, you know, you kind of get attached to him, and, you know, Eddie, I mean, yeah, but, you know, like, the whole final confrontation, like, the set design is amazing. Like, you know, they try to explain some of its backstory, but it's, like, really confusing. Like, something about a meteor came down, and, like, you know, the deadlights, you know, the 3, like, glowy things. Like, I mean, I'm sure the people that read the book get it, but, like, it's, like, really confusing for me, at least. But I mean, something about, I'm pretty sure he's an alien, and he crashed down in, like, a meteor or whatever, which is actually, like, under Derry. It's, like, these really cool, like, black spikes and stuff, but, you know, the whole, like, the It layer or whatever is really cool, and, you know, Pennywise is, like, Pennywise with like 15 spider legs, so that's pretty cool. And you know, him chasing around everybody, you know, they all have like their own separate nightmares and fears and stuff like that, which, you know, some of the, you know, monsters are returning from the first one. Like you got the leopard with Eddie, which, you know, that's pretty cool to see again. And, you know, you just got some other ones too, but, you you know, not really gonna get into that. Well, I mean, I guess I can a little bit, but you do see Georgie, like Pennywise Georgie, at least come back, and you know, the really cool like fair scene with Pennywise and the boy and Bill and the like glass thing. Yeah, that kid gets straight up murdered like right in front of Bill. Like it's really good. And then my favorite Pennywise thing in this movie probably is, you know, with the little girl under the bleachers. Like that was amazing. Like that seems like something straight out of the first movie, and I absolutely loved it. You know, it really was great. And you know, the whole scary part of the one guy gets thrown into the river, and you know, the waves, you see Pennywise reaching out, and then he straight up murder, like bites his right into his chest. That was great too. But you know, of course Stan wasn't there, but they try to give him some excuse like this is not it was not suicide, or something about taking me off the table. I don't know, like that really didn't make no sense to me. But you know, and then like Mike, he's kind of a jerk in this movie. Like he keeps lying to people, like he lied to them why he wanted them to come there and all, but I don't know. And then like he lied, like the whole ritual of Chud is like not an actual thing. Apparently, you know, Mike kind of you know, lied about it a little bit, and what he didn't tell the Losers Club is that, you know, the people that tried the ritual Chud before, like, it didn't work and it actually killed all of them. And Mike was like, I thought it was because they didn't believe that, you know, it was going to work, so I told y'all to believe, or told y'all it would work so y'all would believe it and maybe it would work. And I was like, okay, Mike, okay. And, you know, like I said, he's kind of a jerk in this movie, but I mean, all the adult cast I really did like, even though the adult Stanley is in it for long, you know, because you know, he dies because he kills himself pretty much. But I mean, all the adult losers I really liked, you know, the monsters and scares and stuff. I really did enjoy them in this movie. I mean, they're a little bit fewer, like, but like the one house sequence in you know, where Beverly goes back to her old apartment, and you know, like the old lady grandma or whatever, that's a really good monster design. I do really like that one. And you know, the whole house is actually, the whole apartment building is actually abandoned. That was you know, something out of the miniseries. Didn't watch the book, but, or I didn't read the book, I'm sorry, but I do know that's something they carried over from the miniseries, but, you know, that's really cool and all. But I mean, some of the adult losers, like, where they ended up in life, like, before, you know, their callback wasn't really, you know, explored too much, but, I mean, I can kind of forgive it, because, I mean, you know, they are really enjoyable, and, like, but, like, the town of Derry is, like, straight up, like, abandoned, pretty much. I mean, there's, like, nobody there, like, there's, like, no one inside, like, their little bed and breakfast they're staying at. I don't know if they just didn't want to hire people, or if that's something to do with Pennywise. I doubt it, though, but I mean, like I said, Pennywise is great in this movie. The adult losers are great. Some of the story's a little, you know, confusing, but overall, I did really like it, especially the third act. That third act is really, really cool, at least to me, at least. But anyway, guys, let me know down below what did you guys think about It Chapter 2, because, you know, I really did like it, so I'll probably get it about 7 out of 10. And, you know, you can go check out my other 2 reviews for it. The first one, the one I did 2 years ago when that one came out, and then I did one last year for Halloween. But anyway, guys, check out some other, or check out my Twitter and Discord, link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!